was just out in the rain, so forgive the hair. I thought about doing this video last year. This is Happy Pride Month. This is a Pride video. If you don't like any topics to do with Pride, scroll ahead. This isn't for you. I thought about doing this last year, and I think I still needed to think about my own thoughts and like figure it out on my own, because I was having trouble with feeling part of the LGBT community. I've always been an ally. Always. Over a decade ago, I hired a trans person, and then one of my friends confided in me that they were also trans, and they were like, oh, I saw you hired a trans person, and so I knew that you would understand. And then they told me that they were trans, but they would never come out because their family wouldn't accept them. Always been an ally. When I was in school for radio broadcasting, one of our assignments was we had to interview someone for over half an hour, and it got aired on the radio. And I interviewed my cousin about his coming out experience in the 90s. And my teacher, who was like this like hard ass older man who didn't like anything, actually wrote on my assignment that the gentleman that I spoke with was really well spoken and really open and honest, and that if my assignment helped one person out there, that it did more than any PSA could ever do. And I was so felt so proud in that moment that this grumpy teacher thought it was a good thing. So I've always been an ally. 60 to 80% of my staff at any given time is LGBT. So I've never had issues with LGBT. I'm asexual, and I didn't even know what that was until maybe 8 years ago or something. Before that, it was just old maid, spinster, never married, not in a relationship. It didn't have a title. And then we were included in the LGBTQIA. And I found it hard, but not for the reason that you would think. I grew up in the Live Aid era, Freddie Mercury dying of AIDS, Matthew Shepard, Brandon Tina, people who have such hardships because of who they are and who they want to love and what gender they feel they are. And me not wanting a relationship has never really been a hardship, other than older people being oh, you need to get married, blah, 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 blah. It's never been what other people have to go through. And it also, a lot of LGBT is about your sexuality, and I have no interest in that. So it was hard to feel like I'm included when I'm not going through the same sort of hardships. And it felt like I was going to a party of other people who have had to be so strong and gone through so many things and had this and this and that. And I was just like, oh, I don't want a relationship. I'm not interested. It was hard for me to feel like I belonged in a way. And I confided this in my non-binary coworker last year, and they said I think you should make the video because I think there might be someone else who also feels the same way that you do. Because I don't know anyone else who's asexual. I'm the only one that I know. And it could also be because I'm from an older generation. The younger generation might all be hey, we're part of the LGBT. But I feel like I didn't earn it, is sort of the way that it feels. I feel like I didn't earn being here. I've had more hardships being an overweight person in this world. But the LGBTQ community is about acceptance and accepting people for who they are. And this is who I am, and they've accepted me. So who am I to say no? And my coworker told their wife last year, and then their wife made me this sticker that says, no thanks, I'm asexual. And also this button that says one of us and the asexual flag. And that's so cute. And yeah, after that I was like, you know what? this is a club I want to be a part of. So I'm asexual, and I'm LGBTQI, and I'm the A at the end. Ally, asexual. I feel like I'm both of those.